All right, so today we want to talk about the importance of follow-up in social media networking and marketing your music online. Now, this is a word that doesn't have a lot of sexiness to it. It doesn't have a lot of flavor, but we're going to give you 3 practical scenarios to illuminate why this is so crucial to developing your marketing and branding online. Now, there's an old saying that goes, people don't remember what you said. People don't even remember what you did. They remember how you made them feel. And in one-on-one communication, some of the most crucial times are the greeting and leaving of an interaction. The way that you greet somebody and the way that you leave or say farewell, goodbye to somebody says almost everything anyone needs to know about how close you are. Think about your best friend or somebody that you're dating. The way that you greet each other, a hug or a big smile, a fond embrace. Same way when you leave them, when you say goodbye, you get tight. So one of the biggest hacks at making a relationship feel tighter than it is in business, networking, etc., is to greet them and leave them as if you're already tight, like you're already a close relationship that has been long-term even when it's not. For today's example, we're going to focus on the leaving, the farewell, the follow-up. So 3 practical scenarios. First, you have somebody that's commented on one of your videos or one of your songs. What do you do now? They've indicated that they have some interest in your music, your brand, your social media networking, etc. In this case, a quality follow-up is not only to like their comments, not only to thank them, but ask them a question and try to get a full-fledged conversation going online. One thing I don't see enough artists doing when they do get that comment on SoundCloud, when they do get that comment on YouTube, is asking a question of the audience member, of the person that commented, to get the conversation flowing more. This shows a certain level of interest. You don't ask questions and further investigations of people that you're not interested in building a relationship with. It also has the hidden benefit of leading them to give you more comments in the song or the video itself, therefore pushing your video or song up in the algorithm and more likely to be seen in front of more eyeballs. Last thing is, we talked about the way that you make them feel after they've commented. If you're asking them questions, if you're engaging them in a full-fledged conversation, they're gonna feel like you care. They're gonna feel special. They're gonna feel like you're one of their favorite fans just by the fact you're willing to take the time to have a full conversation with them rather than just saying, thanks for peeping the track. Another big version of this is when you're trying to reach out to labels or people that work for large pieces of the industry for a possible business networking situation. A form of follow-up in this context would be if they don't respond to you, if they do not check out your email, if you don't see a scene, anything like that, feel free to message them 3 or 4 times, but keeping it totally respectful and following our compliments, credentials, and potential format that we've talked about in our social media playlist this year. Often these people are so busy that they may not even see your message, and if you're keeping to a respectful business-like format, they're not going to feel like you're harassing them. They're going to feel like you're a person that's a go-getter, that's actually just trying to push through the noise and understands that their time is so pressed that sometimes you need to reach out to them multiple times. Another quick additional hack is making sure that you're reaching out to them on multiple channels. If you're trying to get in touch with somebody of influence and you have their phone number and their email, or if you have multiple social media accounts of theirs, make sure that you're texting them, emailing them, tweeting them, DMing them on Instagram multiple times, as long as you're keeping it respectful and following the format. Another great way of having follow-up and indicating you're a person that's aware that they may have their attention in multiple places. They're a busy, successful person, and you're willing to go the extra distance with your follow-up. Last context, people that you work with to build your career. I'm talking about engineers, I'm talking about booking agents, I'm talking about the venues that you might be reaching out to and you might have already done a show. Great way to follow up with these folks is making sure that you thank them and remind them how great your show or the song that you did went. If there's a successful benchmark that you reach as far as the song that the engineer did or the show that you guys did together and it reached a certain number of fans, be sure to remind them, email them and say, yo, I just want to say thank you again for that track we did last week. It's doing this many numbers, or that show that we did, I've gotten the numbers as far as how much we sold, and I just want to say it's doing really well. Check out these numbers. And then a link to something that shows the statistical success of the project you guys did together. Again, overall, all of these things are just leaving the person, giving a farewell as if you're a close close relationship, you're interested in them, you appreciate their work, and you are more likely to want to do work in the future because you have that tight relationship. You greet and leave people just like your best friends, just like you're close. That's what we got for today. Make sure that you're following up with your fans. Make sure that you're thanking and reminding the people that you have worked with, and feel free to push a little bit harder on those successful people that you're trying to do more networking with in the future that may not have responded. If you enjoyed this content and you'd like more information about our How to Rap social media trainings, sign up for our social media newsletter. You get a free training immediately. You might have heard of it if you've been checking out our social media videos over the course of this year, the how to come up with what to post about to get a lot of fans training, but you're also added to a great daily social media newsletter that's going to tell you a lot more about this kind of information. That's the first link in the video description box below. But hopefully today's video helped open your mind to a few possibilities about how to follow up, make those short-term relationships turn into long-term relationships, feel really valuable, and have people remember that you made them feel good. So I'll see you tomorrow at 4. Thanks for watching. It's the big homie Drew. I'm out.